I get Crimea this time, and it's innovative. Okay, been a rough night. Maybe this will go well. 3 tunnels. It's Polania Mechanical, Nordic Agricultural, and Rustfeed Engineering. Rustfeed Engineering combo wise is the biggest threat, but also get to go second, which is nice. You're never going to go first with innovative in a 4-player game. Impossible. Second is kind of best case scenario. I think I'm going to go 5 workers. Oh, hey, Project XL. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for playing. Fun game. There's a produce. We're going to go to the 5 worker strat. For me, innovative. What Polania does. The typical Polania, move the worker out and then move the character, trade for metal, and then move to the. And doing that, you can get to the factory no later than turn 8, even if the encounter doesn't help you at all. What I'm going to do is I traded for 2 metal, going to produce to go to 1 food, trade for a second food and a third metal, produce again, go to 5 workers, drop the speed mech. I'll have 3 food. Spread 5 workers out between these 2 places and bring the character out to the encounter and enlist. Like a turn 5 encounter. Turn 5 enlist, I think. Is that right? Trade metal, produce, trade metal, food. Yeah, turn 5. A lot of thinking, but in the end, worker gets moved to the beach and the mech, and the character comes out. All right, so I can produce out of Russ. Russ engineering can be really fast. My fastest game ever with Russ Viet engineering was 12 turns. It was actually against a couple combos, but one of them was Crimean Mill. It was pretty crazy game, but much more normal for Russ engineering is 14 to 15, 16 if things don't go well. Interesting. Maybe. Oh, grading build. Okay. Oh, is this some sort of factory rush? So produce, right? Trade for something. And deploy a township mech and take the character to the factory. Looks like Polani is gonna go with some sort of mine opening. Probably a produce here. Polania. One thing nice about the 5 worker start is it's actually conceivable to end in tier 2. Are there any homebrew ideas to make Albion more valuable? I think you asked that a while ago. I'm sorry about that. One of the easiest things is just to let them start with 2 combat cards. If you look at all the factions, everybody but IFA, the combat cards plus the power adds up to 5. Crimea, 5 power, no combat cards. Russ with 3 power and 2 cards. Polani is 2 power and 3 cards. Saxony is 1 power and 4 cards. Is 4 power and 1 card. But for some reason, Tagawa has no power and 2 cards, and Albion has 3 power and no cards. So, yeah, one thing you can do is just let Albion start with, would it be 2 cards? Makes it a little better there. An upgrade would be nice. Do we get it? Do we get it? Do we get it? We want the mech? I don't think we want the mech. Oh, I can't take credit for Mr. Biggles. I can't take credit for the idea. But yeah, it's something easy to do for sure. And let's see here. That's the equivalent of a card. That's another card. And I'm going to need to do that. So this is just going to be, this is like getting 3 cards. So the I'm gonna have to, when you do the 5 workers, what you want to do is 2 of the mech produces. The second and third mechs, you want to use coercion over here. What do you get? We got a mech. He has the money for it, right? He's mechanical. Yeah, that's huge. So he could go this route and this, and then bolster for the mech, or he could just take the mech outright. That's probably what he's thinking about. So what I'll do is I'll produce. And probably not use coercion, but then I'll have to, the next time I produce and create a mech, I'll have to use coercion so that I have 2 metal left over, so that the last time I produce, I can get 8 workers by putting these 3 on a village instead of on a mountain. And that way I get 8 workers in the last metal, or the last mech at the same time. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that very much. That's a fast Nordic mechanical he's setting up for right there. And I like that there's no mine there for me, because I'd like to move out onto the board and take my guys up here. It's a little dicey if... Oh, that's beautiful for him. $2 for 3 resources. Take that 3 food that's under the move. Bottom row action, you weren't even counting on this. Plus, with engineering, you can take the... Okay, I don't know what I would have done. Do we have an upgrade for Polania here? How many combat cards? Just the original 3? I have a 5. What I'm trying to decide is if I want to take this encounter, and I think I do. I'd like to take this mech and these 3 workers up here and this character out to here. Then Polania would be well served to attack me here and slow me down, and then I can't produce another mech. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit more cautious, I think. What we're gonna do though, we're gonna enlist the popularity, enlist second. Power 1 popularity. Running out of money, so take the power for now. Time to get the... Okay, so this is the one, this next one, where I have to use the, I have to use coercion. I get to pull scout, so that'll be nice. I'm a little surprised Polania didn't produce first and then move, because no one could beat them there. Unless they're rethinking the building plan because I took the popularity and list. That'd be kind of unfortunate. Great. Not a great card for them, really. What's Russ doing? Nordic's not doing anything. Have points to show a little bit. It's Riverwalk and speed now. So what I want to do now is I want to take this mech and these 3 workers up to this village. But not as safe as this village. And if I take it up here and I reinforce the spot, I can't also attack the factory. This village can get hemmed in. It's much better to be on a tunnel. And Rustviet's not a threat to me because they have 1 power, 2 cards, and I have scout. Polania just spent a card and went down to 2. They have to 1v1 me What's Russ gonna do here? Didn't take the wood. He's changed his mind on buildings. I don't know what he's gonna do, really. I mean, he got an enlist just then. That's good for him. But it's a long way to 4 enlists right now. If Rusty had bolsters, it's a different game for me. I think I make my decision a little differently. Building. Nordic's playing for tier 2. Rusty doesn't bolster into a build. They're in no position to attack me next after I move up here. They don't have enough food on the ground, do they? No. Oh, but they can take food. They didn't do it last time though. Encounters have been kind to them. They didn't do it again. All right, I'm doing this. Yes. Be the definite way to go. Anyone gonna upgrade? Rusty it is eventually, but gives me an extra coin if I know that how much it matters. There it is. There's the produce and the food on the ground. Another produce. Go down to 0 power. Taking the other one, not the coin one, but the upgrade enlist. I could get 2 combats, get in next turn. Right? Combats, enlist, and objective. That would be turn 11. I can get 1 here pretty easily. What I can't do is get a second. Polani won't move anywhere within reach. I can get the character here, but that'll take a factory card action. Actually, if Polani is going to be there. that going to take to beat them? Leave me 2 power 6 left. See what Rusviet does, but I think the game may be over in turn 11. Unless I'm forgetting something. Score? Am I forgetting the score? I'm winning. Definitely have to give up tier 2. Do it. I have 8, 9 points wrapped up in. I get 4 stars and some more territory. So see if Rusviet bolsters here. The most Rusviet can do is 5, and the most Polania can do is 9. No. Rusviet is probably going to take power. This enlist, at least they should. But I've been wrong about everything they've done to this point. They just take popularity. I have single thing. All right. Make sure we get the objective while we're at it. Yeah, this should be game. Not sure why that was worth 3 heart. Don't know what that means. Here. There it is. $11 turns. That's not bad for anything, but not bad for Crimea Innovative at all. It's basically a perfect game. No upgrade required. That was fun. Crimea Innovative is just so strong. There's just no question. And I thought at the end there that maybe I was going to have 2 separate turns. One to use my factory card to attack Polania up here, and then another to attack Rusviet here. Then I think Polania thought I wasn't going to give up tier 2 and that they could shield their. But when you pick up 4 stars on 1 turn and 4 territories, that's like 20 points. At that point. Thanks everyone for watching. It's been a fun night. Had some rough draws, had some really good draws, and they won't be too long before we